नहीं होता तो उठ नहीं सकते। प्यार ही आपके समय की घंटी है। प्यार की घंटी आपको उठाती है। सारे दिन में परमात्म साधन हर कार्य कराता। कितना बड़ा भाग्य है जो बाप स्वयं शिक्षा देने के लिए अपना परम धाम छोड़कर आपको शिक्षा देने के लिए आते। ऐसे कभी सुना कि भगवान रोज अपने धाम को छोड़ पढ़ाने के लिए आते। आत्माएं चाहे कितना भी दूर दूर से आए, परम धाम से दूर और कोई देश नहीं है। कोई देश अमेरिका अफ्रीका दूर है, परम धाम ऊंचे से ऊंचा धाम, ऊंचे धाम से ऊंचे भगवान, ऊंचे बच्चों को पढ़ाने आते। ऐसा भाग्य अपना अनुभव करते हो। सतगुरु के रूप में हर कार्य के लिए श्रीमत भी देते और साथ भी देते। सब मत नहीं देते, साथ भी देते। आप क्या गीत गाते हो, मेरे साथ साथ हो कि दूर हो, साथ है ना। अगर सुनते हो तो परमात्मा टीचर से, अगर गाते भी हो तो बाप दादा के साथ गाते हो। अकेले गाते हो तो आपकी गलती है। बाप तो कहती है मेरे साथ गाओ। आप बच्चों का भी फायदा है, साथ रहेंगे, साथ खाएंगे, साथ पिएंगे, साथ सोएंगे और साथ चलेंगे। सोना भी अकेला नहीं है। अकेले सोते हैं तो बुरी स्वप्न व बुरी ख्यालात स्वप्न में भी आती। लेकिन बाप का इतना प्यार है जो सदा कहती है मेरे साथ सो, अकेले नहीं सो। तो उठते हो तो भी साथ, सोते हो तो भी साथ, खाते हो तो भी साथ, चलते हो तो भी साथ।
बड़ी मन भावनी मुरली प्रेम से प्राणों को सींचे। रसीली तान की ये डोर आपकी ओर ही खींचे, आपकी ओर ही खींचे। रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में, रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों
Shanti. Inculcate the virtue of sweetness and love in your life, and all other virtues will easily come. Whatever you speak, let that be your form. Let there be sweetness in your words, but internally, let there also be authority. Let your words be filled with feelings of mercy. Whatever you speak, let that be your form. When you imbibe virtues like humility, love, sweetness, and truth, etc., in your life, you will be able to do the service of revealing the Father. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Avyakt Parivar. Today's day 5. Inculcate the virtue of sweetness and love in your life, and all other virtues will easily come. Today's topic: whatever you speak, let that be your form. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Baba's sweet children. Baba always says, my sweet, sweet children. Yeah, we experience Baba's love. And Baba's love is that he always calls us sweet children. Even we say that soul has mind and intellect, and body has brain and heart. And they all are connected, right? Intellect with the brain and heart with the mind. So sometimes there are certain things in the deep down in our mind, but we say, my heart is saying it. My heart is saying it. So many had been asking me that what it means heart is saying. It is the mind. But I say they both are connected. No? Whatever is in the heart comes in the form of thoughts. That means you have lots of love. So it's in the heart, it's in the mind. But then you say, I'm really saying it deep down from my heart. But also others feel it, that what you're saying is right, is it true, it will happen. So there is this deep connection between heart and mind. Like when you use a lot of intellect, you feel your head is tired. No? Because they both are deeply connected. So now, what Baba is saying, that third important thing is your face, eyes and face. What is in your heart reflects through your eyes, right? Expression of love immediately comes through our eyes. Sorrow, fear, intoxication, anything are very visible through your eyes. And then, of course, face. And there is a saying, face is the index of mind. Even if you try to hide and try to kind of pretend this is not my feelings, but it's visible. It is expression is there. So what Baba wants now, that the qualities which are like sweetness, truth, love, all these qualities should be from the heart. And from there, it comes on our face, but also our words also. The vibrations are very powerful of love, or if it's of anger or dislike. So Baba said, now you are inculcating so many qualities, right? But these qualities should be visible. Through your eyes and from your face. I had been working on kind of creating what I could call it saying. It's like inner energy. Because I found that all the thoughts are connected with that. Let's say I have quality of contentment. So it's energy of contentment. So I always feel everything is okay, this is okay. It's like contentment. And if there is frustration because of any reason, then our thoughts are based on that. So I just saw Janani Baba says virtue and the power. So I was experiencing that how every virtue is like a power, no energy. And all the thoughts which are created is based on that. So I was telling Bhumi when I'm trying to kind of recreate some of the energy from different virtues, especially when one goes through the journey of the body. Baba says it's also pilgrimage. You are kind of mixed feeling, no? It's all the time food for body, medicine for body, care for body, 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 body. So I was telling her, I'm looking at now which energy I want to create, which virtue and power I want to have, so that my thinking, clear, far-sighted, courageous, enthusiastic, whatever is needed in our not only day-to-day life, but also any task which we do. You all can think about it also and see what is your present energy. Is it of joy? Is it of whatever it is? But make sure that energy is good. And think from there. You will have thoughts from there. So you will have hope, you will have courage, you will have answers, you will have solutions. But because of any reason, there is lack of that virtue, the energy or power of virtues, then thoughts will be very ordinary, very low, with lot of doubts, lot of questions, lot of subtle fears. So I saw connection of thoughts with the inner energy, that means inner power. So check if you need to rebuild. We all can do. I am planning. I had been thinking a lot, and I thinking to make it more and more powerful, right? So Baba is today talking about whatever you speak, let that be your form. Lot of love. But it doesn't show from your face or through the words. Someone was talking to other person, and she said, "Oh, you don't love me." but I love you, that's why I'm saying this, but it's not showing from your face. So what Baba is saying that let there be sweetness in your words, but internally let also there also be authority. Let your words be filled with the feelings of mercy. Whatever you speak, let that be in your form. When you imbibe virtues like humility, love, sweetness, and truth, etc., in your life, you will be able to do the service of revealing the Father. Whatever are Baba's qualities, you take one quality and create that awareness of that quality or energy of that quality, vibrations of that quality, which is your strength actually, and think based on that. It will be natural. Your thoughts will be very powerful, very much supporting you. So we have to maintain some of these virtues in a very, very natural way, so that our inner strength and our thoughts continue to be very powerful. Om Shanti.
Oh, that's a lot, Didi. That's a lot. I like very much what you're saying about that recognition of what kind of energy you're running on, what kind of energy motivates you, what kind of energy you attract. And something you said, and many questions from yesterday's Murli, but this thing of the embodiment of awareness, you said just now that what Baba wants is that everything what's being expressed should be from the heart. And so is that what is meant by being the embodiment of awareness? Because it's something very interesting. He said that, even when you're in the supreme abode, you're an embodiment of awareness, but you're not aware of your awareness. And so, right? And so what is that stage where you're not even aware, but you are the embodiment of awareness? I don't know if the Hindi word gives any sense of it more than the English.
Swarup. But yeah, I am in corporeal world, I am incorporeal. Right. But here we are creating the awareness of being incorporeal.
Okay.
Right. But there I don't need it because I am that.
You are that.
I am incorporeal. And here we are creating the awareness that I am incorporeal. Right? So there is difference. But what Baba wants with the practice, it should become like it is an incorporeal world, that I am incorporeal. I don't have to remind myself. I don't have to create thoughts of my very, very natural stage that I am incorporeal. But here we are practicing, creating.
Yeah.
But what Baba meant is that as in the incorporeal world, you are embodiment, I am incorporeal.
Yeah.
It's like someone mentioned, I don't know who that, like Dani Janki or somebody said, it's not I am peaceful, I am peace.
Mm-hmm.
So incorporeal world, I am inside, I am silent, I am peaceful. But here we are creating the awareness. That's the difference actually.
Wow, I didn't even think of it quite like that. thinking of it more in terms of when we're, yes, there you are, that. And so thinking of it more in terms of being not just incorporeal, not thinking of myself as incorporeal while I'm in the corporeal, but that the embodiment of awareness would be that there's only love, there's only the original qualities being expressed, and you're not even consciously generating them. It's just there, you're the embodiment.
So once there is soul consciousness or incorporeal state, there will be the eternal qualities, right?
Right.
Purity, love, peace, whatever natural qualities will be there.
You
So
know what? Sorry.
We can come to know through our qualities what my stage is, how far I am, or I am incorporeal, which I am actually, right? That's
Yes.
what I am. But the awareness of that, so I am loveful, right? And loveful naturally, 60%, 70%, or some percentage. So that's how I will know my incorporeal stage also, based on the virtues, which are not only in awareness, but in practical also. That means all other souls are incorporeal. All are loveful. So I am also loveful. So that love and love from both sides, say kind of relationship also, which we use the word spiritual, but it's from incorporeal stage. And which I think we all have, but now we might notice more that this piece is emerging. I'm able to be in peace, and that is my incorporeal state.
Yeah, we see, I think all Brahmins, I see people changing. I see people, souls, sincere effort makers. And so that thing of, that Baba touched on yesterday too, about being the embodiment of awareness of what you were before Gyan. And so not so much, as you were saying earlier on, where people remember some trauma from their past life, not so much that, but where your sanskars have been formed on the basis of relationships when you were a youngster, and that you're still operating using that sanskar and giving yourself sorrow. And it's like, how to finish that? Baba says finish it, but how because you need to be aware of it first. I see souls coming to, it's always easier to see others, of course, coming to the awareness of the things that happen in their childhood, and whether it was like a domineering parent or insisting that you're always number one, that you get 100%, and that energy is still behind them. And even though it makes them good Brahmins in some ways, they still take sorrow from it when they're less than perfect.
So that is why they have to cultivate, in the sense of that what I need, what virtue I need to balance it or change it, and then use that virtue in your thoughts, words, relationship, and then you are creating a new sanskar, right? So we call it cultivating new sanskars. And automatically the old will fade away. That means you will get more used to, you will like it. And but then other thing is also, we are more cautious by certain traumas which happen, and that could be, when I say it, one of the thing comes in my mind that, like I'm not a person of water, like going in water. And then I remember that once we had gone for picnic with family, all of us were there. And there was a bridge, a kind of thing where you hold it so you don't fall into water. And I didn't realize, so I also tried to hold, but there was no railing. So that means I could have just gone, right?
Yeah.
And some or other I realized, and I just became cautious and I didn't fell. But I'm just saying that trauma, even it was for 1 minute. So that fear, of water stays, but that is all right. I don't need to do that.
Mm.
There are others like sometimes electrical shock. If somebody has touched something and got, it doesn't go, it always, but then it helps you to remember, be cautious, be attentive, especially iron and iron. uh, in the sense of there are certain things we have to be careful. So I think some of the traumas teach us what to be careful. I mean, there are some chefs, when they cooking, they burn their arm or they burn their, so they know what fire is like, right? So it's a trauma, but then now they are very careful that it shouldn't happen again. So I think a lot of things actually have taught us the lessons, but some of the things we have to change. I don't want to have same experience. Don't want to go through. Instead of saying why it happened to me, it shouldn't
Mhm.
have. No,
Yeah.
that shouldn't be there. It shouldn't happen now again. For that, what I have to do is to cultivate a virtue which can balance it, and
Nice.
then your energy will change and your thoughts will also change.
So, say for instance, where you were brought up and um, the nature in the family was of competition, and that you had to be number one, and everything you did, you had to be number one, or you would be criticized or punished by your parents or whatever. And then you bring that with you into your Brahmin life. And so it's good at one level, but then if you make any little mistake at all, you punish yourself so much. This is what I've seen with some souls. So how to, even when you're aspiring to be, you're not in competition with anyone, you're really aspiring to what Baba wants you to be, and you will be that. But how to remove the guilt that some people feel when they make even a little mistake.
Mm. Yeah, this is a strong sanskar.
Yeah.
Definitely, the circumstances we are brought in has a lot of impact, even when you are Brahmin. But lot of learning can happen. Let's say we had a sister from somewhere staying with us. So in the food, generally like we are 6 of us, we cook food for all 6, right? So she will kind of grab and eat, and like our culture is that we look at the food and say my share is this much. And so one time I asked her that what is this habit? Why? She said because we were 8 children and my mother will put a big pot on the table and say, eat as much as fast you want. So I'm so used to that. I said, but can you change looking at
Mm-hmm.
the present culture, present environment, where everyone is comfortable? Because one sister used to come from job little late, so we will always leave food for her. Because if she comes, she needs food, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then she stayed for a month, and gradually her habit started changing. She was more secure that she has her share, everyone has their. So when you ask people from how did you get this? So everyone will tell their story of
Yeah.
circumstances and what they learned from within the family and the culture. But what is happening now? What is Baba teaching now? So start giving to yourself, train yourself,
Mm-hmm.
practice. Now Baba says that don't compare, don't compete, right? You have your own status, you have your own part to play, you have your own, it's like have that trust in you that I'm playing my part. I'm not trying to play someone else's part, which is not really going to happen anyway. So I think they have to use knowledge and kind of change their sanskar and form the sanskar which is of Brahmin culture and which is based on Baba's teachings.
Yeah, maybe if I'm not aiming for the highest, then I won't take as much sorrow when I make mistakes.
Yeah.
You know, it's like someone with a very, very high aim. But maybe on a lighter note, Baba in the Sakhar Murlis, he will often use this expression, children, it's just a game. When do we get to experience it as a game? And I was wondering if when you meet the seniors in the subtle region or whatever, is it serious business? Or do you acknowledge, hey, it's all just a game? How do I, experience that? How do we experience it even together? You know, that it's just a game.
One time we had a meeting, all Jagdish Bhai, all these big senior brothers, sisters, we all, and some of double foreigners were there. So there was a topic, something where there was kind of, both parties were talking and the one person said something was little strong. And so everyone was upset. And anyway, we concluded meeting with love and Dadi Gulzar was there too. So next day, Baba gave the message because how to begin meeting when everyone didn't have good feeling. And Baba said, but it was a badminton of words. And in badminton, sometimes the shot comes stronger. And aim is not to hit, but aim is to, play, keep playing.
Yes. Yeah.
So that made some sense to me that yes, sometimes it does happen. People really don't want, but some expression, some words they say are not very carefully sorted out or whatever. That could be one, but defeat and victory in the game, that means sometimes you will, sometimes you might not. Sometimes things might happen the way you think, sometimes not. Then say, but it's a game, no?
Okay.
It does happen. So what really game involves are two parties, defeat and victory, but keep playing it, not look for victory or defeat, but keep playing. It's a game, right?
Right, because a game should be enjoyed, shouldn't it?
Yeah, should be.
Yeah.
You have to be light-hearted. There's no defeat like defeat,
Yeah, yeah. And I think it was today that Baba mentioned knowledge being his mercy. I think is that unique to the BKs as well, that idea that because every religion talks about God as merciful. But does anyone else say that his mercy is his knowledge?
Also, what happens that out of ignorance, lot of sufferings and sorrow, negative karmas, all that happens. So God feels mercy. But then how do he express mercy? By giving us knowledge, saying, why are you suffering? There's no reason to suffer. He explains us everything. And actually, that is how in our lives, our habit of taking sorrow, being in sorrow, causing sorrow, keep reducing, and we are very careful not to take sorrow and not to give sorrow. So it is based on knowledge, right? And of course, then based on knowledge is yoga, dharana, service. But first important subject is explaining us exactly what is the cause and soul consciousness and karmic accounts, and all these points are given. So I see God's mercy as giving knowledge.
Yeah. Okay. I can ask you more questions. This thing in the Murli 2 where Baba spoke about, when there's like an obstacle, like where it's like a mountain, and that the mountain won't move, and so on. And he said, if you have pure feelings for that soul, then twice he used this expression. He says, then just give a signal and empty your mind and intellect. And he said it again afterwards, that about giving a signal. What exactly did he mean by that? That you may have pure feelings for the soul, but then just give a signal and move away or whatever. What was the signal?
I think that we give good wishes and keep pure feelings, but things should change, things should stop. It depends on what I am feeling from that soul. And I said, can we change our relationships?
Okay.
Can we have good conversations and communicate and see how we can have better relationship or better communication somewhere
Yeah.
which could resolve whatever is the obstacle.
Yeah. And I'd not thought about it before, but Baba used the expression in relation to that the obstacle, whatever it is also a golden thread of attachment. I never think of being attached to an obstacle, but I thought that was interesting.
We talk about that.
Yeah, I'm attached to my obstacle. But then, like you said later on, it's the duty of the obstacles to come and your duty to, dispense with them. And
that means we don't let go of what has happened.
Okay.
And it is affect. This evening I had been thinking that physically, whatever I had to go through, I have to remove that energy. I have to remove those thoughts. I have to, it's like, otherwise it can stay as obstacles, but how to just get free from that in the mind, in the energy, and, like going to India again. So when you're taking leave, clearance from doctors, all that, everyone, scold, be cautious, don't meet people, don't let people come close to you, this, that. Everyone just giving so many thoughts, and then, no, you have to take last booster also. So it's just like whole energy, And I just saying, oh, look, I have to look at Baba. I have to just trust drama. Of course, be careful. And because more than half of the people there keep coughing, and they are very near. And once they come in the room, the air also, so, but how do you do it? You have to meet people, you are there. So you start thinking what way to do it. So I think that, yeah.
You're answering a question I didn't ask you, which was, what do souls want from you? Baba wants for you. He doesn't want anything from you because he knows you've already given everything. But what do souls want from you? And look how many, and I'm sure part of you going to India, like you have to have this awareness that everybody, and many souls will want something for you. That might be a balance where everybody's blessings are going to be helping you as well. But how many people want something from you, whether groups or individuals, or it's unlimited.
I think that Baba's loveful drishti, and everyone wants that feeling of belonging. But also what I do, there are certain souls, I feel that they always felt, something they need. And I know that the feelings they want. So I especially, if they call me and say, I always meet them to see that if their needs can be fulfilled just through drishti or whatever, few minutes I spend with them. But basically, everyone is like yagya, belonging to yagya, a little bit appreciation. When you meet them, they feel more, they are happier. And I don't know, it's just basically Baba's love and belonging is more important.
Yeah. And so now that's one thing, yes, of course. But people want answers to questions. People want you to sort things out. People want you to, discern something for them, give them advice. So it's not just drishti. Like,
no, it depends. There was a time 2 years ago, or when there were a lot of only issues will come and all that, but now very few.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it is on a bigger level. And but mostly they come, majority of them just want drishti.
It's very interesting. Yeah, because I can be seeing it from one side, but you're still saying, no. It's like you don't have any feeling of, oh, it's a lot, coming at me all the time. That's not your feeling. Yeah. So
because I feel, some or other they know they have to sort out, they have to do it.
Nice.
That's their issue.
Nice.
It's not that much. Even Jayanti Ben now just goes and keep traveling. But before, two of us were very engaged into just listening to people, sorting out. But now we found that they have their own way. They will do it, and or give them just Baba's one of the point.
Right.
Use this knowledge, or we say, well, use power of yoga. Very short and.
That's great. All right, I think we're short over our time. Sorry.
Oh.
Right, Didi. Thank you so much.
Embodiment. See you in Madhuban.
Yes.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
संगम युग का वर्षा यही है, शिव से मिलन मनाना। समय श्वास संकल्प सभी सेवा में लगाना। पवित्रता बरसाए जग में, पवित्रता बरसाए जग में। फरिश्ता झलक तुम्हारी, फरिश्ता झलक तुम्हारी। शिव पिता ने दी है तुमको, शिव पिता ने दी है तुमको श्रीमत कितनी प्यारी, श्रीमत कितनी प्यारी। मीठे बच्चों, प्यारे बच्चों।
कोई ऐसी बात नहीं थी जिससे कि उनको जीवन में कोई बहुत ज्यादा साधना करने की जरूरत हो। लेकिन जब ये दो साक्षात्कार उन्होंने किए, एक तो ये कि किस प्रकार से एटम और हाइड्रोजन बम बनेंगे और ये सृष्टि में उथल पथल आएगी, नेचुरल कैलेमिटीज होंगी, सिविल वार्स आएंगी, हाहाकार होगा, अशांति फैलेगी, लोग बहुत विकारी हो जाएंगे, और उसके बाद ये जो विनाश होगा ये महाभयंकर महाभारी विनाश है जिसको महाभारत में जिसका वर्णन किया गया है। ये कोई ऑर्डिनरी विनाश नहीं है, ये विश्व के परिवर्तन के बीच की एक कड़ी है। ये जब बाबा ने देखा कि ये सब कुछ नाश हो जाने वाला है, तो सबसे जो वैराग्य की एक परिवर्तन करने वाली, जीवन को इस संसार से हटाने वाली जो बात उनके सामने सिद्ध हुई। जब कोई व्यक्ति देखता है कि ये चीज अब खत्म हो चुकी है, ये व्यक्ति अब प्राण छोड़ रहा है, 2 मिनट का मेहमान है, ये मरा हुआ है मिसाल के तौर पर, तो फिर उसके बाद उसकी स्थिति दूसरी हो जाती है। तो ये पहली बात थी कि बाबा ने इस चीज को देखा। और फिर आपको मालूम है कि बाबा के जीवन कहानी में हम सुनते और पढ़ते हैं कि कोई तारे तारे से थे, वो ऊपर से आ रहे थे, एक कोई बगीचा सा था, कोई सोने से महल थे, और लोग जो थे उनमें से कोई शहजादा बन जाता, कोई शहजादी बन जाते, देवी देवता बन जाते। तो बाबा ने, शिव बाबा ने ब्रह्मा बाबा को कहा कि आपको ऐसी सृष्टि बनानी है, अब ऐसी सृष्टि आने वाली है। दूसरा उन्होंने ये देखा कि अब नर से नारायण बनने का समय आ गया, अब ये सृष्टि सत्य की सृष्टि आने वाली है। तो उन्होंने जो अपने जवाहरात का धंधा छोड़ा और ये शिव बाबा के ज्ञान को सुनने में और दूसरों को सुनाने के जो सर्वोत्तम सेवा है उसमें वो लग गए, और वो लौकिक जीवन का चैप्टर समाप्त हुआ और वो जीवन को अलौकिक बनने की जो प्रक्रिया चयन की जो वो शुरू हुई, वो आपको मालूम रहे कि एक तो ये दो चीजें हैं। तो अगर हमें ये भूल जाता है कि ये जो आंखों से हम दुनिया देख रहे हैं ये समाप्त होने वाली है, ये विनाश हुई पड़ी है, ये सब मरे पड़े हैं। जैसे गीता में आता है कि हे अर्जुन ये सब मरे पड़े हैं, तूने केवल निमित्त बनना है, मन से केवल इनको मारना है। तो जब तक हमें ये नहीं होगा तब तक हमारे जीवन में संसारिक आकर्षण हमें खींचते रहेंगे, और अगर ये आकर्षण खींचते रहेंगे तो हम जो कहते हैं फरिश्ता बन जाएं, अव्यक्त स्थिति हो जाए, बीज रूप स्थिति हो जाए, ये कैसे होगी? असंभव है। आप कितनी बातें सुन लीजिए, वो चेंज नहीं होगा जीवन में। ना बिंदु रूप स्थिति होगी, ना अव्यक्त स्थिति होगी, ना फरिश्ता बनेंगे, ना नर से नारायण बनेंगे, अगर सबसे पहले इस दुनिया से मन उपराम नहीं होगा। और जब उपराम नहीं होगा तो योग भी लगेगा कैसे? योग की भी हाई स्टेज कैसे होगी? जब मन इस संसार से टूट जाएगा, नष्टो मोहा होगा। और वो नष्टो मोहा होने के लिए मेन चीज ये है कि हमें ये बुद्धि में याद रहे कि ये सब मरे पड़े हैं, ये संसार अब विनाश को प्राप्त होने वाला है। और दूसरा कि अब नई सृष्टि आने वाली है, अब सत्य की सृष्टि आने वाली है, और वो देवता की सृष्टि होगी, वहां सब पवित्र होंगे।
Om Shanti Avyakti Parivar. So tomorrow is Tuesday and our schedule from Amritwila 3:30 AM to 4:45 AM. And then we will have Avyakti Children Muli class from 5 to 5:15 PM. And in the main room, we will have English Avyakt Muli revision from 5 to 6 PM. And then we will have Bhatti Hindi series, English series, and Avyakti Journey. Welcome to Avyakti Journey, Avyakt Mulis from 1969, multi-million-fold fortune and blessings.
Om Shanti. This is the Avyakt Murli of the 11th of July, 1972. Increasing decision power, realizing the qualities of the Father. So, why is the power to find a solution lacking? For those who are following Srimad, as is their aim, so will be their qualifications. So, if your aim is elevated and your qualifications are ordinary, then what is the reason for that? It is because you are not able to find a solution to the obstacles. What is the reason for not finding solutions? Which power is missing? So someone answered, the power to discern. That is right. Until you're able to discern, you cannot find a solution. But if you're able to discern something, you will then be able to find a solution. However, there is something missing in your being able to discern. And why are you not able to discern? It is because you're not free from negative thoughts. Because of having wasteful or negative thoughts in your intellects, because your intellects are not clear, you're not able to discern. And because of not being able to discern, you're not able to find a solution. Because of not being able to find a solution, you become influenced by something else. What is the easy method you have been given? Just as you have a yardstick to recognize gold, and you can tell from that whether it is real gold or false. In the same way, what yardstick do you have in front of you in order to increase your power to discern? The yardstick is Sakar Baba's every activity and character. Whatever actions you perform and whatever thoughts you have, if you check yourself against this yardstick as to whether they are accurate or not, whether they are wasteful or powerful, then after checking yourself against this yardstick, they will become easy and elevated. Because you do not keep this yardstick with you, you find it takes effort. You forget the easy method. Because of this, you are unable to find liberation from obstacles. What would happen if a goldsmith did not have a proper yardstick? He would be deceived. In the same way, if you don't constantly have this yardstick with you in your awareness, then you experience difficulty. It is easy, is it not? In that case, does it become difficult? You do not use the method you have been given. If you use the method, then you will definitely have liberation. Whether there are storms through thoughts, or whether there are storms or obstacles through any relationships, matter, or problems, the reason for not experiencing liberation from those is that you don't use the right method. You have not become accurate in method, that is yukti yukt. The more accurate you are in yoga, which is yog yukt, and in method, yukti yukt, the more you will definitely become liberated from all obstacles. Acha, we will continue tomorrow. Om Shanti.
जैसा सोचोगे तुम वैसा बन जाओगे, जैसा कर्म होगा वैसा फल पाओगे। श्रेष्ठ कर्म का आधार है खुद का कर लो दर्शन, यही जीवन का सार है, यही जीवन का सार है। जैसा सोचोगे तुम वैसा बन जाओगे, जैसा कर्म होगा वैसा फल पाओगे। शुभ संकल्प तो जीवन में फिर दुख कैसा, जब अंतर में शुभ भावना तो दिल में सुख सावन जैसा। हार कर जो ना हारे जीत उसी की होती है, घनघोर अंधेरे में भी जलती जगमग उसकी ज्योति है। जैसा देखोगे तुम वैसा बन जाओगे, जैसा चाहोगे तुम वैसा बन जाओगे। सूरज है तो है किरण, बादल है तो है पवन, प्राण है तो है तन मन, सात सुरों में है सरगम, जो धरती है तो है सागर, जल थल है तो है जीवन, जीवन है तो है भगवन। भगवान के संग समय करो सफल, कर्म करोगे वैसा पाओगे फल, जैसा सोचोगे तुम वैसा बन जाओगे, जैसा कर्म होगा वैसा फल पाओगे।
Om Shanti. Om Shanti.